Okay, as the second video review of this particular one that Taylor Community put out recently, touting their preparedness for every scenario they seem to claim. I'm here to give you the facts. And sorry about that. Give you the facts about what's going on in this, what's really going on here. And it's not to put down the community, it's a beautiful campus and all that, but there's a lot of operational issues that need to be resolved here. And they're going to cost some money, but these people pay a lot of money to be there, and they deserve to be taken care of. You should be kissing their feet for for the amount of money they dump into this facility, and that's not happening. I'll let this run a little bit, let them talk about supposed scenarios, and I'll tell you what really is what they have to deal with those.
In the same way that we're doing it now, we're just doing it in a much more widespread area. So we have done a lot of what-if scenarios, planning, perhaps not necessarily to the extent that we thought this is, but all kinds of different scenarios, different types of emergencies that weren't always necessarily healthcare emergency. What would we do if there was an unarmed or an armed shooter on campus?
Well, here's the deal. They don't have any security there. At the moment, they have a maintenance guy or landscape member of the crew that is sitting at the front gate because we demanded that they block non-essential people from coming in, like the public from entering the campus during this COVID-19 outbreak. Other than that, it's during regular business hours, they have their maintenance crew act as the security, supposedly, and beyond that, it's a free-for-all. I mean, I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I'm just trying to bring this to light that this facility needs serious security. I mean, you need it's 100 acres. You need, I mean, at minimum 3 guys, 24 hours a day. I mean, you're probably going to have to hire 9 people just to run security, and that would be adequate. Camera the whole campus. Every access, there's so many access points. It's unbelievable. I mean, even then, that's not going to be for sure, but at least it's some semblance of security, especially in a city like Laconia, where the drug addicts and homeless is just out of control. I mean, ironically, the Hells Angels have better security than this continuing care retirement community. Maybe they should hire them. Whatever it takes. They'd be safe. They'd be a lot safer than they are now. An armed shooter in that facility would be a disaster. There's no one, even with the maintenance crew there, there's no one that can stop anybody unless they're armed. Maybe some of those guys carry. That'd be great. And I'm sure maybe that's what they're at. They're probably basically undercover. But still, the fact is that there's no one there after hours, after 4 or 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock in the morning. There's no one there to protect these people. That's a long time, and that's a lot of it happens at night. Nothing good happens after midnight.
We've gone through those types of practices and those types of plans. What would we do if there was a fire on campus? So we've done many different types of scenarios.
On the lighter side, pretty humorous experience I had there 2 years ago in the summer. Michael Flaherty had spent it was his pride and joy on this. Spent a lot of money on this fire pit up behind Woodside Building, and one summer, one of their first summers, had been completed. They decided to have a fire out there, and about 4 or 5 people out there, blazing away, and I see that happen. I go inside, and then a short time after, I hear the fire alarm go off, and there's fire trucks, 2 or 3 fire trucks up there, and they're running around the building looking for the fire in the building. because they can smell smoke in the building. There must be fire. And I went out and told them, I said, dude, guys, you know, they're just freaking out. I go, guys, you're not going to find, the fire is out there. That smoke from that fire is coming into ventilation and going through the ventilation system, ductwork, and getting into the fire alarms and setting them off. So there's your fire. So their planning failed miserably as far as that fire pit goes. It's comical, you know, and that's just a sidetrack. It's a funny story, but the real deal is they're not prepared. No matter how much they want to say their planning is in place, the security is abysmal there. It's a risk management nightmare, and until that is fixed, they have so much liability. I don't know who insures them, but if you live there, you know, just understand that it might be a good time to start lobbying for stronger security, especially after this COVID-19 outbreak. It pretty much exposed all healthcare facilities, not just Taylor, but throughout the country, how unprepared they are for major emergencies. And Taylor is just one of the ones that I've had personal experience with, and that's why we're bringing this information to the spotlight. Stay tuned for the rest of our videos. There'll be many more. Just enjoy, share, whatever you got to do, and have a good day and be safe.